Hello, 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 Reggie. Congratulations on that first. Well done. I hope you're well. I know you can't hang out, but thank you so much for stopping by, you beautiful human being. I hope the family's good. I hope you're well. Thank you for that hydrate. I was actually filling up my water things, so that way I can have some water in here. So thank you so much for that. Valor, hello, beautiful. How are you? It's lovely to see you as well. Welcome on in, everybody. How are you all doing? This is supposed to go here, actually. And these... I moved a bunch of stuff on accident, which happens from time to time. I didn't think about how that would affect other things. Where is this guy? Here it is. Well, how are you? I'm doing okay. So, for those who aren't tracking, I fell / slipped / sat for too long and pinched a nerve, and so I've had like bad back pain, and that shoots down like my leg down to my feetsies. Hey, Wept, welcome on in. Thank you for dropping some more points for all that are on track. And make sure you use your channel points. You can use 2,000 channel points per stream to be able to get us to our incentive to play, to be able to play 12 hours of Elden Ring and be a first playthrough semi-blind. So make sure you share those challenge points. We're currently at like 30% now with that newest one, and only 9 days left. Nice, Valor. GG's. Thank you so much. Yeah, Reggie got it. So yeah, thank you, Reggie, for that. I don't have all the other lights on, so we'll see if they, because like, I don't know, the green screen's been weird recently, so I'm just like, we're trying new stuff, and we're gonna change some stuff, and you know, we're just trying stuff out. But yeah, it was like 3 weeks ago, I got back to Spain, and like day one, it was like kind of bad. Day two was like debilitating, and it kind of like stayed debilitating where like I couldn't drive, I couldn't do anything. It was just like so bad. And so then I was like, so then I scheduled an appointment with medical, and they were like, oh, like I'm not really qualified, and like here's here's like some anti-inflammatory, here's some lidocaine patches, hope it helps. And it was helpful-ish, and then they're like, here's a referral to physical therapy. And so I started physical therapy today, and like it's slowly gotten better. We went through a few different concerns where it's like maybe I like slipped a disc, so I did get x-rays taken. Maybe it was like this thing or that thing, you know what I mean? Like there's a lot of opportunities and issues. And so sorry, I got hit up weirdly on the side on Discord. So then it was like, okay, so the x-rays came back clean, so it didn't look like any clear slipped or protruding disc, which is good. But like my foot was like asleep for like 9 days, which was crazy. Yeah, welcome back in from those ads. Thank you so much. Sorry that like kicked off. Reggie, GG's on that first. I did hydrate. Make sure y'all stay hydrated. But yeah, we're talking about how I pinched a nerve, and so I like was looking forward to PT and also kind of scared. It was so bad like for the last 2 weeks where it's like I would wake up in the middle of the night and just like agony and would have to like walk around and do something. We're finally to the point where like I'm sleeping throughout the night without like major pain. I'm still having some issues walking and some weakness. But yeah, physical therapy, they like did weird stuff with my leg because it's like all the way down like my hamstring to my calves and my tootsies. And he would like pull my leg up and be like, does that hurt? And I'd be like, yeah. And then he's like, does this hurt? And I'd be like, yeah, even more. And then he's like, how about that? I'm like, yeah, a whole lot more. He's like, interesting. And then we'd do that because it was like we had to determine like, all right, is this a muscle problem, is this a nerve problem, or is this like a skeletal problem? And we're pretty sure it's a nerve problem. So now I have to do like all these exercises for the next few weeks and then hopefully it gets better. If it doesn't, then we'll have to do additional stuff, and then they're gonna like check my progress every week. But yeah, it was like, it messed me up, fam. Like I like I had some pain, and then they like really pushed me hard today, which is like a good thing, but it was rough. But yeah, so I've been like dealing with that. I've been walking funny, and just like in a good amount of like consistent pain. So you know, doing a-okay. We're getting through it, but we're here, and we're gonna be speedrunning Neon Beats, of course. For those that know, we did start a new category last stream, which is the all music notes category, and we got not last place, which is pretty good, all things considered. And so we're going to try and improve that a bit, which should be good. I still haven't figured out some stuff. Wow, that was so close. All right, this is the first trick. And all right, so we got it. We're going to restart. That's all right. It's so early on. You know, it's not that big of a deal. That's like the problem with it. I'm like, oh, it's so glad your PT's going well and you're getting the help you need. Yeah, 100%. I'm horrible at going to the doctor, to be honest. It like stresses me out. Mostly because here's like the weirdness, and like I should like, we can probably sit down and like psychoanalyze it. But like my mom was a firefighter, then an EMT, and now she's an RN. And like, and she's been like working on her master's in nursing. And so it's like, I grew up kind of like around a person with like medical experience, and what the heck? All right. Yeah. So it's like, but that was like kind of the concern of like when I grew up, it was like she would kind of be like, all right, this is what it is, you know, rub, and like I very much grew up in like a rub some dirt in it kind of era. So it was like that, and then like, I don't know, kind of like, I don't know. I've always been this way since like a very young age. My mom and I were talking about it, where I was like showing off for some people as a kid on like my bike in the neighborhood, and ended up like catching the curb really bad and eating crap, and not going great, and and like it was blood curdling screams from like the curb outside, and like my mom was like, I knew that it was bad because like I would like show up in the house at a certain point in age, just like scraped up, all kinds of messed up, and it would just be like, what happened to you? And it's like, oh, I fell out of a tree or whatever, you know, because I was a climber. And so it was like, you know, I would do dumb stuff and I get hurt, but like unless it was like major, I like kind of kept it to myself. So we could so I don't know, like this has like been, I forgot that we were doing all notes, so good thing we went back. So this has kind of been like a long time problem, and so, and like part of it, I do think really what like scares me is that like I'll go in and like I'm in this like vulnerable state. You know, we're just gonna put it all out on the internet. I don't know. We're gonna be real, y'all. And I'm gonna go in this vulnerable state asking for help, and they're gonna be like, you know what, you're a faker, and you're trying to take advantage of the system or whatever else. Or what was like the really big fear for me, right? Because like active duty is like, if they say like, oh, you know what, you're really screwed up, and we're gonna have to process you out. And it's like, okay, there goes like I have most of my life, you know, pretty planned out, you know? And so then it's like, right, it could, like, going to the doctor could literally be life-changing, you know? And it's like, it could be life-changing for everybody, but, like, for me, it's like, there is, like, some risk at it. So that also is, like, terrifying, you know? And, like, for a long time, I used to go because I was like, why are they keep me around? I'm not, like, worth their time and money, you know? And then, like, I hit a point where I was like, all right, I've been in, like, a decade and some change now, and, like, am I high enough that, like, maybe it matters? You know, and it's like, that's not really a great thought of thinking. And then, like, even then, it's like, it really, like, I think that settled me for, like, a little bit. But now it's gone worse, you know, and it's like it kind of has like gone back. So there we go. Oh no. Messed up that trick. That's all right. So that's hard, you know. So it's like trying to deal with that and that kind of system. So like one of the things that I do as a leader, and I think I was kind of like talking about this, is like I push really hard for like, you know, the whole like eat last thing. Like I push really hard to like force other people to go to medical because like that's what I needed. And nobody really did that for me. So it's like I like really prioritize that for other people, but I suck at it for myself. Like I was supposed to get my dental checkup like 2 months ago. And like dental health is like super important to me. And it's just like, you know, you gotta prioritize yourself. And I kind of suck at that. But I do have like this fear as well that they're like gonna go in and be like, oh, he's lying or whatever, you know, and like that's a legit fear in a way. I did not adjust my socials. Do you need someone to check on you more? No, like I have people check on me and they're, you know, and like I'm good, but it's definitely like I do appreciate it. And it definitely is like one of those things, though, and so. All this to say, right, I hate to say, like, I suffer from ADHD, but I kind of do. But it's like, there is, it took me 10 years, 11 years of having, like, both my parents are diagnosed ADHD on a, so we're talking about a genetic disorder. Oh my God, that was a killer save. And I've like demonstrated symptoms my whole life. Overly talkative, can't focus, you know, issues in school, easily distracted. Like, talk to any of my teachers about what I spent my school day doing, and it was not school. And so it's like, so then I finally was like, you know, I'm like at the point where I'm in like a leadership position, you know, and I no longer have anybody really tracking my stuff. It's my job to track my own stuff. So I'm like, I need some help, you know, to like deal with this. And like, I've read everything online. I've bought 500 planners and thrown them all away and whatever else, you know. And so I went and to like medical, and I was like, hey, I'm like having these issues, and I was like, these are the things, you know. And the lady who was there was like super mean to me, and basically like accused me of being like a drug seeking fiend. And like we went through all that, which like was like crazy. And I was like, dude, I'm just here asking for help. Like, you don't have to give me drugs. Just like do something, you know? Yeah, so that was like really offsetting and like made me not want to go back again, which really sucks. She's gone. I should probably like re-engage, but like I want to go now, like fully ready. I didn't do the trick for that. That's okay. Okay, because as a mom who doesn't get to physically hang out with her friends and family as much, check-ins are my lifeline. Yeah, 100%, man. It's super important. What the heck? There we go. Yeah. No, I got, like, check-ins. I'm just bad. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That was weird. That was dumb. What are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing? It's alright. There's time to be saved everywhere. And we need to do a warm-up anyways. What are we doing? I keep doing the same thing, expecting different results. Alright. Usually that's not an issue, but apparently it is today. Guess what? We've known each other for a minute. And do you want to know how I know? How do you know? One of the like really funny things was so when I was on GDQ, right? Hashtag humble brag. 22 minutes and something is our time on that we got for over at GDQ. And I just like I had so much planned. I needed to say so much, and we were doing so much throughout it. Oops, missed it. And I just remember that somebody like commented and like, oh my god, how does he have so much, and he's saying so much, and he's running this game. And so it was like the power of ADHD, baby. And I was like, yep. And like these random people on the internet seem to have some sort of idea, you know. Kids are in pre-K this year. I've known you since I found out I was pregnant. Yeah, honestly, before, because I remember you dropping it, right? And because you have twins, right? And like, so yeah, dude, it's wild to think about. I was hanging out with Breezy over in her stream yesterday, and I like hit that follow age because I had some Jeff Bezos money sitting around, so I dropped my Prime sub over there, and you know, take that money from Jeff Bezos. Don't let him keep it. That's just free money that he gets to keep, so make sure you're taking it. And I had a founder badge, and I was like, I didn't know that. And I guess Breezy like had a few founders had like deleted their accounts, so they cleared them out. But it was like, still, it's like, right, I was like maybe not the top 10, but you know, like, I hope I got all 3 music notes. I wasn't really paying attention. You know, like top 13 or something, which is still huge. And like, it was like wild. It's like, I've been doing this for 6 years, man. 6+ years. We started in 2019. Technically, I think my first stream was October of 2018, which is pretty wild. So it's like, we're coming up on 7 years. Is that right? Like, that's insane. You know what I mean? That's why Prime, which takes even more money from Bezos. Oh yeah, that's true. That's true, Gooch. That is true. So it's just like insane. It's like, that was good. Get off that wall. We're going under. Scary. We have all 3. There's a quicker way to do that. Oh my goodness. I bailed out. I should have just trusted. Yeah, pretty crazy. So no, so the big thing for me usually, so here is I think I've shared this story, but I'll share it again for posterity. One of my first early medical experiences as an adult was I never made like regular appointments and stuff, and so I would wait till I was like sick enough to go to the ER. And so like it was like Wednesday, I started like kind of having like a cough or something. This was 2014 probably. No, I was living in Norfolk. I was no longer living in Virginia Beach. So this is ooh, that was scary. So this is 2015. So 2015, there I am, Wednesday, slight cough, you know, and that was really good. And I was like, whatever. Thursday, throat's really starting to hurt. Ignore it. Friday, I'm like dead. I still am like, it's fine, I'll feel better. I go to like that was a good catch. I go to like CVS, Walgreens, whatever, Rite Aid, who knows, you know, and I like stack up. I got the numbing sprays, the lozenges, you name it, I got it. Like, I got everything. It was so bad. And I'm like, just, nice, dude! First try, get me in there. This has been a really good level. And just dying on the couch like Saturday, Sunday. And it's like, I'm like, oh man, I don't know if I could go to work tomorrow. And I'm like, you'll be all right. I like fall asleep on the couch. I wake up nearly suffocating at like 1 or 2 a.m. I like call a friend. I'm like, hey, I need you to take me to the ER. I literally cannot breathe. And so I go to the ER. I'm like coughing up a lung, having issues breathing. And like, oh, we'll see. And yeah, it was strep. And they're like, it's really bad. And they're like, either we can like do what's informally known as a peanut butter shot, where they just like take like what feels like Jello and shoot it into your butt cheek, and it hurts because it's just like it's just extremely like viscous fluid or something. The penicillin shot, and I had just gotten a penicillin shot like a year or so earlier, and I was like, no, that thing sucks. So like, all right, yeah, we can just give you penicillin, no biggie. And this is not the way I want to go, but this is the way that we went. And so we take that death on purpose because it's quicker. Speedrun strats. And yeah, that was a bad move. So then like I'm there dying in the ER at like 2, and they're like, yeah, we'll just give you some penicillin, and then yeah, have fun at work tomorrow in like a few hours. I'm like, what? I can't go to work. So then I like demanded, what the hey? I was like, no. So then I had to like talk to somebody else, and I'm like, okay, you can have like a sick day, because you have to like get issued sick days for medical, which isn't the only requirement. Like your like boss does have some like say in that, but you can't just like call in and be like, hey, I'm taking a sick day. Like we have unlimited sick days, but you have to actually be sick. And then you get 30 days of PTO that you can take when time permits, you know? And make it, no time lost. And so I was like, yeah, this sucks, dude. Military, really, it's socialized healthcare, so, you know, like, it's not like, oh, you have to get a doctor, you know, oh, and like pay for it, you know. So yeah, I don't know, it was like part of the mindset or whatever. So then I get the 1 day off after begging for it, and then I go to work the next day, and like my chief is like, you're gonna get everybody else here sick, you look horrible, you need to leave. And so then I left, and then I like had to end up going, I like went on leave on holiday, and flew to California. Bad move. But I ended up having to go to the ER again, where the dude, like, they were doing triage in the ER, right? And they, like, looked in, and the dude said it was the worst case of strep he had ever seen in his life, and I had, like, maybe, like, a few millimeters to, like, breathe. My tonsils were so swollen. So that's, like, that's what it takes sometimes for me to, like, go to the doctor. Hello! I'm telling my strep story again, Delia, because I'm talking about how PT went today. So usually, like, one of my go-to reasons for like going to, nice, thank you for dropping those channel points, getting us even closer to that Elden Ring challenge, is usually like how bad, one, like when I was a junior sailor, it was like, will this, like, can I work reasonably? And if not, then it was like a big contributing. And then the other thing is, how badly is this messing up my sleep? Because like if my sleep's messed up, dude, it's just like everything else is gonna suck from there, you know what I mean? So it's like I gotta get better than that, you know? And so we're like working. Nice, Gooch. Thank you for dropping that 2,000 channel points to the Elden Ring challenge, getting us even closer. Only 6 streams left until that incentive closes. Hopefully we can get there. I forgot to jump. Ah! Wow. Okay, what a save. All right, shortcut. So yeah, it's definitely like a thing. It's been a problem for a very long time of me not going to the doctor, and I just like need to get better at it. There is, so one of my friends who retired recently actually got diagnosed with like a type of PTSD. And that was like one of the things was like, it is a like traumatic stress response to the doctor. And so that was like one of the things that was like led to their diagnosis, was the fact that like they did like 24 years and had been to the doctor like a handful of times. And so like, you know, the government took responsibility for like creating that mindset of like the stressful thing. So that was kind of an interesting perspective to find out about. But yeah, that's my feelings on medical. But yeah, so PT was crazy. It was good, but I should have just went. That was pretty good. It was really good. That was bad. Oh, what the hey? That was really bad. There we go. Odd. Ah! I forgot what was going on. Wow, we're really messing this up. This is just a warm-up run, though. You know what I mean? We're gonna save a minute on World 8. You didn't send me the funniest thing? Yeah, what'd she send you? Oh, man. Yeah, I definitely gotta, like, do those exercises and stuff. Whee! What the hey? Every now and again, this game does some weird stuff. Make it? Nope. Nope. So I told her I found... Yeah! Cook Serve Delicious too. GG's. Death. Death. Because she introduced me to that game series originally. Oh yeah, nice. I'm really messing this up. What? That's a dumb death. What are we doing? I'm scared. Okay. That was not worth hanging out for. What the? What just happened? Like 3 times. And then today she sent me to a blog post the developer just published because he's revamping the first one. Oh, wow. That's cool. Well, time to go back to Cook Serve Delicious 1. Because you already have all... Because you started, right? You started with Cook Serve Delicious 1 and you got all 400 medals for that one. And in the post he showed a rapid fire. And one of the questions I asked if he was like, heck no, I'm not good enough for that. Oh, that's awesome. That's so funny. And there's another dev that has something similar to that. I'm trying to remember what it is. No, not this again, dude. Isn't that funny? It's very funny and ironic timing. You're better than the dev at their own game. That's a nice accomplishment. There's some other game that I remember that happening with. Oh my god, what are we doing? What are those? Too late, too early. Oh god. Alright. Just right. Goldilocks it through. What are we doing? What are those? What are we doing? What are those? Alright. I'm like losing my mind right now. Do I know where any of the music notes are in this level? And then I got... Wow, dude. That's... You got like hundreds of hours for like $7. That's awesome, dude. Oh my goodness gracious. I've been like very dude heavy today. I'm kind of dude heavy a lot. I'm from Hippie Central, Colt City, USA. Like... What the heck, dude? I figured out the 2 quote bots! So I know what the 2 quote bots are. Delia, if you can help Gooch out and add that quote, or wept. So I finally... Yeah, I can't fix it. I mean, it's still... I made you like a VIP or a regular, and apparently that's still not good enough. Just what... He just copy and paste what he did. It's just... It's a permission thing that I can't change. That should do it. Oh, or, yeah, oh, it's the second one, yeah. There we go. Yeah. Oh my goodness. So the reason why we have 2... So we ran into... Oh god. So I finally was able to get my... I asked Reddit, because, you know, that's the thing to do, because Google didn't have the answer and ChatGPT couldn't figure it out. Oh my goodness gracious, dude. We're really sucking today. Oh, what even killed me? Yeah. That's still death. Hold on. Go faster. What the hey, dude? Why is that not working? Why are we unable to go down there right now? What is killing me? We're dead. We're dead. It's way too close to me. What is going on? Like, we're just stuck in, like... So I'm, like, pushing right immediately. So I literally cannot go any faster. That one was my fault. That one was good enough. And that one was my fault. I take blame for that. The other 19 deaths were the game's fault. That's fine. So... Anyways, Anonymous follows. So I asked, like, Reddit, and I was like, hey, does anybody know this? And this guy... Because I was like, dude, I checked everywhere. I checked Wisebot, Moobot, Nightbot. That's why, like, Nightbot freaked out, because I re-added it for a little bit. And I was like, I don't know what bot is doing my follow ad. It's not Stream Elements. It's not Streamlabs. It's not Moo. It's not Wise. It's not Siri. It's not Frosty. I was like, I don't know what one it could be. What bot did I add that I have, like, no recollection of? Really? And, this one dude was like, yo, just check your connections and just, like, check everything that's connected. And he, like, gave me the link to the connections. And I was like, oh, let me do that. And that was the most helpful, because then I was able to, like... What? Why did I not get the height that I needed for that jump? That's insane. Insane. Yeah, it turns out, I forgot Stream Avatars has its own bot, in quote command, and other things. And so, yeah, one of the quotes is the Stream Elements one, which does require admin. The other one is Stream Avatars, which apparently also requires admin. I thought the Stream Elements one, because I was like, as like, Stream Elements has its own, like, types of, roles and stuff that, like, it'd work for it. And, alright, that was a warm-up. We got 3 rainbows. You know, like, we did really bad, but we also did kind of good. So yeah, so now I know. So Stream Avatars has its own bot, and it did some of it. And as far as I have no idea, what, like, if I can adjust which ones do that. But yeah, so now we know why there's two. We know where they're coming from. So it's an improvement. It's an improvement, you know. So now we know where to look a little bit. I can move into one or whatever. But yeah, so in Stream Elements is dumb. That only lets mods do it. But yeah. But then this one also only added it once. So I have no idea. I have no idea. Because it used to definitely do two. Who knows? Who knows? Because one's like in the 50s. Because I had one first. The other thing, I did 100% Spider-Man Miles Morales yesterday. That was exciting. That game was kind of annoying to 100% because it does require you to complete a New Game Plus playthrough. And the first Spider-Man game, which oh, wow, I did not realize that the timer did not reset. Well, we're going to redo that level anyways. One of the things I didn't realize is that, all right, there we go. So the first Spider-Man, I think, had, like, better tech in general. I think it, like, had a little bit better playability. But the Miles Morales had, like, a better feel and a better story. In a lot of ways. The Spider-Man game does just inherently have a lot more content because it's been out longer and has like 3 free DLCs. And each DLC is like a full story that all like play into each other, which is like really cool with like extra missions and stuff. So I 100%ed every single DLC. I like when I say 100%, I did not do an Ultimate playthrough. I did not do a New Game Plus playthrough because like Spider-Man didn't really give me a reason to do that. Because except for to get the platinum trophy, which not really was like but Miles Morales, to get like half the trophies, you actually at least get to like a certain level, and levels were locked behind New Game Plus, so it incentivized New Game Plus in a lot better of a way. I think that's like evident by the fact that I actually played it, which is kind of like a cool and interesting thing to think about when it like comes to like replayability. There we go. I gotta stop umming. I'll just say I really liked I just said I should stop umming. Oh god. The story in Miles Morales, some people were upset because it's like they made up a character and they did this and they changed, and it's like people are always gonna be upset, you know what I mean? But I thought it was really good. But one of the things that was annoying was that in the original Spider-Man, I talked about this I think last time, was you could like skip everything. It was like, we don't care. First playthrough, first like minor cutscenes, major cutscenes, skip it. They had no care. Like it did not matter. DLC, we don't care. You can skip it. Interactions, you can skip it. Conversations with random people, you can skip it. Miles Morales, they were like, you can't skip anything. Like I'm like, dude, it's on. You wouldn't let me skip it the first time, so you know I've already seen this, and we're on New Game Plus, and like, yeah, we don't care. So that was annoying. That was like, you guys, and it's annoying because they had incentivized New Game Plus so much, because like you couldn't get half the trophies, because you like to unlock all the suits and to unlock all the upgrades, you have to play on New Game Plus. So it's like you incentivized New Game Plus, and then you made it where I couldn't skip cutscenes, so I have to watch the entire story twice. That's wild. What the heck? What? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. That was so bad. So bad. That was fine. It wasn't great, but after that other disaster. Go quick. There's a game series I love called Culticept? I've never heard of it. I have to start thinking about getting Spider-Man 2 now, though. Now that I've played both Spider-Man and Miles Morales. Oh, wow. The game plays a series of board/card game matches, but there's a long cutscene before each match. The matches are long, they can take an hour or more, and if you lose, you have to watch the long as heck cutscene again. Yo, I used to call it out. So, funny thing happened. So Krieger, and I hung out and we watched Onyx play one of Onyx and my like first real. What the heck? Okay, we're off timing all over the place. We need to restart this whole playthrough. Also a minute and a half on the tutorial. What are we doing? What are we doing? Was watching Onyx play Kingdom Hearts for the first time. And Kingdom Hearts also does not have skippable cutscenes. And so when you lose to boss fights, you have to rewatch them. And so when I was a kid playing Kingdom Hearts for the first time, one of the bosses I had a lot of difficulty with was Maleficent, because she turns into a dragon that's really hard to beat. And I had hardcore issues. It's one of those things, I don't know if you guys have ever experienced this, where you have a like really difficult thing to accomplish and you just like can't do it, and then you're like, I'm gonna take a break, and you like don't play the game for like weeks, and like next time you pick it up you just beat it. That was like Maleficent for me. I was like, I can't beat this. I spent like 3 days in a row and then was like so upset. I was like, all right, I'll come back to this. And I think I didn't play the game for like weeks to maybe even like a month or longer. And then I came back and like just blew through the ending. And the thing is, Maleficent's like one of the last bosses. Like Maleficent's like third from the last boss, but that cutscene's so long before hers, because it's like, it's Maleficent and she's like, the darkness in my heart, and then she like stabs her heart and then becomes a dragon. Spoiler alerts for a game that's like 25 years old, I guess. And also I guess the movie, question mark. So it was like, so it like was really like annoying. So I definitely feel that vibe of like having like this like battle. That's like what really made me the most mad. It wasn't the boss fight. I'm gonna be honest, I wasn't mad that I couldn't beat the boss. It was having to rewatch that cutscene after every single loss. It was just like, oh my god, now I gotta sit here and it was a long cutscene, dude. It's like minutes long. Like, I don't care about the loss, but like I cannot sit here doing nothing watching something I've already seen like 6 times. And so anyways, the reason why I bring up Onyx for the first time playing it, I was like, be ready, it's okay if like you suck at Maleficent. She took me months to beat or whatever. First try! Pro gamer Onyx. First tried Maleficent. I was blown away. And then after that though, what was funny was, so when I played, I got stuck on Maleficent for like a month or some change, just stuck on that horrible cutscene. That's double death. Triple death? Alright, I need to stop doing this. I had no issues with the fight after that, which is a Riku, Ansem fight, Zemnist, whoever. It's complicated. Fight, and like literally first tried it for me when I was a kid. Onyx got stuck on that, so it was interesting in like how we had different experiences, but both like had a similar experience by then, you know? I got stuck on that Riku fight for so long my first time. Yeah, you and Onyx can share that pain, because yeah, they had the same issue. But yeah, it was a good time. That was like how our friendship really started. Was it started because like we were quoting Game Grumps, Kingdom Hearts, the original for PlayStation 2. Maleficent was a piece of cake. I had no issues with Riku. Yeah, mad issues with Maleficent. I don't know why. Like, I don't know. It's because the combat's so different, I think. I think for my brain, I do okay in that, like, traditional, like, action combat. What is going on? This is, like, off. I was like, the lady? Yeah, the lady from Sleeping Beauty. Yeah. The timing is, like, off because I keep dying weird. And it's just, like, that ruins the run. But yes, Lady from Sleeping Beauty, because Kingdom Hearts, you know, Disney and Square Enix. Squaresoft? Square Enix. She's a reoccurring... Yeah, she's like one of the bad guys. Yeah. Her and Pete. Square Enix, right? Because it's Squaresoft and just Enix, or whatever Enix's other name was. A new friend has followed. Thank you so much for that follow. Appreciate it. See, I was able to finally do it. Our follows are officially anonymous. Welcome on in. Feel free to lurk. Appreciate you following us over here at the Narwhal Pod. You're my first official anonymous follow because I tried doing this forever again. Corbin, the cool cat. Hello, welcome on in. We're just talking about Kingdom Hearts. I don't know if you've played. But yeah, it's like, so the Riku fight for me made more sense because it's just like regular combat. It feels more like they're both predictable, you know, they're both like scales, but like battling a giant dragon, there was just something about it that like constantly, like I just like could not click in my head, and the hitbox is like the head, and you gotta dodge, and you gotta like fly up, and like I was having summoning issues because like I don't think I really understood how to do that properly. Like I'd stumble like Tinkerbell because I'm like, heal me, babe, you know. But like Simba was like useless. I really had issues summoning in the second one, to be honest. That was really bad. And yeah, so it was like, I don't know, I just didn't have those issues with 3Q. I did, one of the things is I got so used to games that like would save after you beat them to like start your new game plus or whatever, and Kingdom Hearts 1 doesn't have that. So like I beat the game and I left my PlayStation on for about 2 weeks. And then my dog, at the time, Bailey, who was my grandma's dog, who was like a golden lab retriever, yellow lab, that's what you call them, because he wasn't a mix, I think he was just a lab, and a big old spaz. He ran into my room because the PlayStation was the first and only game console that I was able to put in my bedroom, and because I was able to make the argument that it was my DVD player, because it was, you know. But he ran in and the controller was like sitting across like from where like the TV was to the bed, and he like ripped the controller, and my whole PlayStation like flew across the room with the game out. And I had left it on because I thought that the game was like broken, you know, and this is like pre-major internet, you know, like I couldn't just like Google like, can you save Kingdom Hearts? Is there a thing after? No, it just like ends. It's just like Finn. And like your last save points before the last major battle. And like I need to prove to all my friends I beat this, you know? So like I need that save file, you know? That's death. That's death. That's death. We're screwed. We're screwed. We're screwed. Now we're off for this whole thing. Because now this isn't gonna do what we want, which is the 1, 2, 3 there normally. Yeah, see, I keep messing this up. So what we end up having to do, so like later in life I found out that like you never can prove that you've beat Kingdom Hearts. Like you just have to like trust that your friends aren't lying to you. You're like, oh yeah, the third phase of Riku or Zemnist or Ansem or whoever, it's complicated. Is the boat form or whatever. And isn't it so cool, that last cutscene when you find out that, spoiler alerts for a 25-year-old game again, by the way, that Kingdom Hearts is actually light? Isn't that wild? And like shirtless Mickey with his like mouse nipples comes out of it, and you're like, wow, what the heck? And yeah, you just got like, and you're like, that's how you gotta like prove to your friends that you beat it, because there was like no like, hey, save, and like no plus showed up or star in your save file, like nothing. Like the game had no idea that you had beat it, because it didn't save afterwards. But yeah, I was like, I really like sat it there for like 2 weeks hoping that like a save file would come up, and it never did. And then yeah, my PlayStation got thrown across the room, the disc flew out, and I was like, well, I guess we're never gonna know. And I thought I had a bad copy of the game. Legitimately, I was like, my game's just busted. Like, my PlayStation didn't let it save. Turns out that's just how it works, you know? And I was young at that point. Because it was like, I think I was still in private school at that point. Good old private Catholic school. And so the thing with like private school versus like public school, private schools are all open, what's that? Open enrollment, right? So like kids are coming from all over for them. And so there's kids, like all my friends like live nowhere near me. Like one of my friends, we're still friends, friend of the stream, you know, as they say, friend of the cast. But Sammy, one of the things that was like really nice with them was that they live like 2 blocks away from our school. So it was like anytime like my mom can pick me up or whatever, she'd be like, yeah, just go over to Sammy's house, because they were only 2 blocks away from the school, and then she could like pick me up there, you know. Nice PB pace. And so that was like a whole thing. But like everybody else, it was like if you want like to hang out, you had to have like play dates and all this, and like, you know. And then like once I went to public school and everybody lived in the neighborhood, it was like we did all kinds of stuff together. But it was like, you know, I feel like I didn't have like a lot of friends that were playing like Kingdom Hearts at that time. Like, I don't know. I was the weird kid in school, I'm gonna be honest, if that isn't evident. I think everybody who's a streamer on Twitch who hangs out here like long enough, not like the guys who try for like 6 months, and maybe not the FPS cats, some of them, but I think like any streamer that's been doing this for like longer than like a year, consistently in some way or form, was probably like the weird kid in some way. I'm gonna be honest. Clip this, send this to your streamer friends and be like, see, you were the weird kid. But it's like, right, the weird kid in a private Catholic school, who would have thunk? But it's like, I was like super, like, I don't think anybody else was like really into like Final Fantasy and stuff. Like, I remember one of my friends, I'd go over to his place, and he was a Sega kid, right? We were a Nintendo family for a long time. Like, we got the Super Nintendo in 2000, and that was like a big deal. And like we had like 4 games for it, you know, and those were all a big deal. But like Super Mario World was like the big one that we had, and then like we got a 64, and that we only had so many games. And actually we didn't get a 64. My godfather got me my 64, which was really nice of him. With Donkey Kong 64, which I have a whole story about that too. But you know, so it's like we were a Mario family, and I like remember going over to my buddy's house, and they were a Sega family, and that was like a whole ordeal. And it was like, ooh, Sonic, you know, this is such a cool like game console and stuff, you know. But like it was a lot of time where it's like, because everybody lives so far away, you had to like find your own thing to like. And at that time, me and my younger brother were 8 years apart, and at that point too, like my dad wasn't even living in the state, so I was only seeing him like a couple weeks out of the summer. And so it was like, all right, let's not mess this part up. There we go. All right, let's not mess this part up. And then there, and then boom. See, that's how it's supposed to look, and it hadn't been looking like that, and it was making me upset. But yeah, it was like a lot of one-player games, you know, you had to. So it was like, because, get the good trick, we got the first trick, can we get the second trick? Can we thread the needle? There we go. We threaded the needle. We're way ahead. We're good. So games like Kingdom Hearts were appealing, you know, but like I was up way too late at night watching, you know, Toonami and watching anime, and then got into like One Piece like really hard. And like 4 kids, I was so into Digimon, you know. I was like half raised by television. I'm gonna be honest, y'all. Not this again. Not this again. I wanted to like, oh, why do you think you have ADHD / like some sort of like on the spectrum? Ask my mom when the song Lazy Song came out by Bruno Mars. She's like, oh my god, that's so you. Because I used to be a menace for Saturday morning cartoons. I was like, I am sitting in front of this television all day, don't talk to me. I'm wearing my sweatpants, I'm cooking my own meal, I'm pulling that kid cuisine out of the freezer, and I'm cooking my own meal, and I'm eating in front of the TV for my Saturday morning cartoons. We're watching the 4 Kids, we're watching Kirby, we're watching Mega Man, we're watching Sonic, you know, and like Digimon, and like all these, like we're watching Fighting Foodons. I've talked about that. Fighting Foodons, for those that don't know, their theme song's the Can. And I didn't know that the Can was a real song. My first time I ever heard it was as a Fighting Foodons theme song. And so anytime I was like out in public, I was like, oh my god, it's the Fighting Foodons theme song. Heck yeah, Fighting Foodons was goated, they say. Heck yeah. And right, so it was like Fighting Foodons, for those that don't know, is Pokemon, but instead of fighting with animals, you fight with food. So you have like sentient spaghetti that fights each other. There is a scene, it was definitely adultish, you know, they snuck some stuff in because there's definitely food on that is a cup of tea that takes his tea bag out and just tea bags you, as in hits you in the uses the tea bag as his weapon. And you can't tell me that there's like not some like that they didn't know what they were doing, you know. I've used that gif many times. Yeah, that's from the show Fighting Foodons, which was on Fox Kids in the early 2000s. It played either before or after Kirby, I want to say. Yeah, I was super into that show. Yeah, this Kirby show, very good as well. That death sucked, by the way. Oh my god, that was a scary death. All right. Oh, don't want that. You gotta stop doing that. We're good? Okay, we aren't good. Sometimes you just gotta have faith, man. Get in there. Yeah. Corbin, welcome on in, by the way. I'm just ranting. We're just going off right now. I don't know why. I drank a bunch of energy. I drank some advanced GG focus. Shout outs to Breezyonic. Because I used the referral code to get some. It is like full of like a lot of B vitamins and the natural caffeine, and I like it. Specifically their focus mixes. I got like their guava berry or something. We gotta wait. I was being impatient. And it is very delicious. But yeah, I was a fiend, dude. So like I was like, do not talk to me. I like we're gonna have a bad day. So that was like who I was. But yeah, so yeah, like Kingdom Hearts, like none of my other friends though, it's like this is the whole point of this, like nobody else was really playing it. I think like the weird thing too is like maybe because like anime was definitely like new and crazy, you know, and it was definitely, that's not how we do that. What are we doing? What are we doing? That wasn't the trick. We missed a shortcut. What are we doing? Because it's like there was a lot in Inuyasha, which is like spirit world stuff, you know. Ads are starting soon, y'all. No time loss for that. Oh no. Oh no. Very unfortunate death. Yu Yu Hakusho, more like weird spirit stuff, you know, not necessarily Catholic ideals, I would say. Wow, okay, that was good, scary. You know, on Instagram, people share things to their story and there's a bunch of make it your own? What does that mean? Make your own. Like you can make your own story? Like you can like the plus button to like make your own story? Whoops. Yeah, like surveys or grids. Oh yeah. We like share a pic of you when you were in middle school. Oh, I do not know that button because I always do weird stuff. I end up like screenshotting and having to do weird stuff for some reason. I don't know if it's like an issue or whatever, or I just don't notice it, or I'm dumb because it's in Spanish and I didn't realize that's what it was telling me. Because hablo un poco español. There's one that shows up on the post as well. I don't know if I've noticed. That's good to know. We are way behind again. Well, regardless. Yes. Yes. Thank you, PiePieBot, for that great newscast of what's going on in this stream. Woo! Oops. Some style. Why did I do that? I did not want to do this. I almost didn't do this, and then was like, no, let's do this. A friend posted one yesterday that I want to do. Said post a pic of yourself in 5 games that will tell people who you are. Oh, cool. All right. I like that. Let's think about it. 5 games of who I am. Well, I think we have to put Wind Waker in there because I love it. We should probably put Mario Maker in there. That way people know I'm kind of a sadist. No! Stop that! Stop that! It's annoying. Slash masochist. When it comes to Mario. With creativity? Question mark? Probably something older, right? You know, it should be like, I'm a millennial. Maybe Sunshine? I know that's not like the normal retro, but I feel like that's like, I mean, if I'm saying Wind Waker's not doing that, and I say Sunshine. A friend posting 2L, one with everything else. Yeah, very valid. Right? I'm like, Super Mario World, I feel like should go up there. You know, that was such an early, that was like first video game, probably. And then like Ninja Kaizo and everything else. And then it's like, maybe like, you know, Kingdom Hearts is up there. I've cosplayed Kingdom Hearts as both Zion and Axel. You can check that out on Instagram. Bang Instagram and chat. Or bang IG, or both. Who knows? For my Instagram for @cosplayingcars if you want to see that. We did Giant here on stream, and we did Axel at both Comic-Con, no, at NecoCon. Oh, it must just be full Instagram then. Or neither. Or the bot's asleep. Lol. Sad rip. Bang socials. Hey! Yeah, lots of good stuff on the link tree, y'all. Oh, son of a gun. Lol. Oh, man. I don't know. I like racing games, honestly. I did a lot of those for a really long time. I do crave them from time to time. Grid, Forza, Need for Speed. Most Wanted was like one of my fave games for a really long time. Need for Speed Most Wanted for the PlayStation 2 with a Mazda RX-8. Incredible. Everybody wanted a Mazda RX-8. The last good rotary engine ever made. It's not necessarily about what defines it. Yeah, right? So it's like, yeah, definitely, right? Like, if, like, I kind of want to put, like, Slay the Spire on there, you know? Like, kind of methodical, likes a quick pace turnaround game, you know? Like, we need, like, one of those, things that's like, what your favorite game says about you? And then, like, see if we agree with that, and then you can say that for every game that you choose. You know what I mean? I think it has to, yeah, you've played like 10 million hours of it. It has to be on 6 different consoles. Oh my goodness, you've never had this many issues with this trick. That was dumb. What game should I submit for Games Done Queer, y'all? Should I do new recordings for that one specifically, emphasizing? I played something out in my head and I did not do it. That isn't just about GDQ, but more is about the queer community and my contributions to it as a queer individual. Maybe. Or do I just upload as is? I don't know. We're definitely going to submit, which will be exciting. Man, we are behind. Yeah, what games? I feel like Super Mario World has to be on mine. I kind of want to put like a ROM hack just for craziness, you know? That is really good. It could be good, yeah. Oh, I forgot that we need to get our music notes. That was close. Yeah, I don't really have queer-coded speedruns, right? Like, I don't have like Celeste. I could go crazy and finish my quickie runs and just try and submit that, but I don't know if we're gonna be there because those submissions open. I have a remind me set in the Narwhal pod to remember. I think they open at the end of this week. So, oh god. So August 28th to September 14th. Thank you. Yeah, at the end of this week. Thank you, Delia. So, I think maybe Deja Vu. Yeah, it's like none of them are really. Yeah, because I have GDQ submissions ready for and Deja Vu. I don't think I want to submit this for Games Done Queer. I have talked to Kara, and one of the things that we are doing, and I'm buying a blindfold. We are going to submit this with a race, and we are both going to learn how to do the tutorial level blindfolded. And that will be a donation incentive. So we'll do a blindfolded level 1 race as well as our goal. We're gonna save it for. I want to save it for GDQ proper. So I need to get better at this game and learn that by like September 20th is probably when GDQ for AGDQ 26 nominations will open. And I think like a race on a cool game with 2 really cool incentives, because we're going to do 2, right? We're going to do any percent all music notes incentive, and then we're going to be doing a blindfolded level 1 race incentive slash showcase. So that's going to be our first ever blindfolded attempt at anything. So free spoilers for y'all. Because we're going to be on here learning it. I sent Delia some silly blindfolds that I think... No! So mad. This is that's a 26-second time loss. And I overthunked it and died. And I think I'm going to get the eyebrows one. The like ninja eyebrows one. I think that's the one I'm still thinking about days later. So... It's always this jump, man. There's something about it. The timing's weird. Right, and then I usually die here too. Alright, we're okay so far. Don't count your chickens before they hatch. So, probably just in Deja Vu is what I'm thinking. And then if they get accepted, I'm gonna have to do. I think I am going to do a do maybe an any percent to 100%, or doing all levels to 100% maybe, an oops all levels incentive to all challenges, because that way we see everything is different than GDQ in that sense. That was perfect, because then we are showing off new stuff with an incentive to show even more stuff off, which I think is worthwhile. Don't kill me. Don't kill me. What the hey, dude? I've never had this many issues. Alright, we're good. That was annoying. Yeah, I don't know, maybe I should go back. Is Super Mario Odyssey nipple percent? Do you think that's queer coded? We could relearn that. That'll take like a minute. Yes, Lamau. Yeah, that's an 8-minute run. I don't think that's worth submitting. I don't want to submit an 8-minute run, to be honest. What else do we have in our repertoire? Is Zelda CDI games, are those queer coded? We could relearn those. Zelda CDI, I think, is more queer coded than Mario nipple percent. You're telling me that Mario with his perfectly shaven chest isn't queer coded? Alright, let's take a break. Alright, nice. Definitely moving up in the world. I want to... not have this game break. Do I have a Bang SRC chat? Bang SRC? Speedrun.com? Nope. Alright. The more you know. The more you know. All these things that you don't think about until you're live. Yeah, I really don't have it on there. Wow. Wow. You can check out my speedruns. Check out my profile. I come here. I know what I'm doing. Speedrun. Activate command. Oh, wow. Wow. That's wild. You can check me out on Instagram. Here. What's my Instagram? How does Instagram do stuff? Is it just slash and then your name? Yes, it is. And it's good to know. Nice. All right. What was I doing? Oh, I was going to see if I could fix this because it still makes me upset. Because I want... Here's the thing that's annoying with this, is that I want previous segment and current pace and best possible time to be in game time, but they're in real time for some reason. How'd you change current pace on live split to game time? Oh. Wait. No, I've already done all that. I have it all compared to game time. Taylor Swift just got engaged. That one dude from the Kansas City Chiefs? What? That doesn't seem right. Travis Kelce, yeah. To that dude? Ew. What? What? Ew. The Beards are getting married? Ew. What do you mean? What do you mean? Whoops. Why is this like this? I should be more supportive of that reach. So I watched their podcast episode a week or two ago and now I'm not into it. Ew. I'm upset about this somehow. Not really, but like blah. Ew. Call your senators and congressmen about it, utilizing 5calls.org. Open the splits editor. And select compare against. There is no compare against. I don't know what I'm doing. Apparently I have... What? Does it really show you nobody? Oh, you're Canadian. I didn't realize who was talking. That's my bad. I looked over. I was trying to figure out. Oh, I need a plugin? Oh my goodness. To fix it? That's good to know. Okay. Why can't things just inherently run? I thought Delia, because I just saw the orange. I didn't read the name. I just saw the color. And for me, your oranges are similar. Yeah, it's a funny thing. Like, that's part of how mine's dark orange. That is true. That is true. I will say it's like one of the funny things with like Twitch. I think, because right, like, especially with streaming, like in speedrunning, is I have to be like, if I'm reading quick, like I have to read quickly, and like I'm not gonna read your name every time. So I like, it really emphasizes how important like choosing a color is for how you display in chat, because it is 100% how I identify you. Next to each other, 100% they're different. I have color issues, by the way, if you guys aren't aware. I'm not color blind. I just have just colors. Don't get me started on the color. On your color? I just don't know what colors are colors. So Delia and I, if you guys are interested, actually, I should put these in the chat. You know what? I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this. This is dumb. So I spent a lot of time. We're gonna exit the menu so we have some music going. So I built. Have you guys ever heard of the game Hues and Cues? Really dumb name, because it should be called Hues and Clues. In my opinion. But we made a totally not rip-off version of that. I say we, I mean me. Called Hints and Tints. So you guys can play this with all of your friends whenever you want. I made it in Google Drive. So I have my drive. Where is it? So you guys can make your own. Yeah. This is very out of date. This should be good. Share, copy link, because this was the one that we used in ours. All right. So if you guys are interested, I made this. I have another one that I probably can share. I have a few others. So this is hints and tints. Tints and hints. Close enough. It's just like hues and cues. And so what you do is you can like do it, but it's all about like how you see colors with somebody else. And you actually like use like one word hints to describe colors. We have learned that I don't know a lot about colors and that I definitely have the inability to differentiate some colors. And it's a fun social challenge to do with your friends and loved ones. Yeah, do check it out. But yeah, just like I do think it like emphasizes how like you gotta quickly look. You know, you just gotta be like, all right, cool, and then move on. Especially like, you know, I like to be talkative and interactive as much as possible. We were talking earlier, so I'm in Cloud Plus right now, both for college and as a boot camp course. Our instructor, I really like him. He does this full time. I've had him teach me Security Plus, Security X, and CCNA. And while I haven't left those, like I've done some boot camps where like you leave and you can like take the test right then and there and like you're good to go, but you don't really understand anything that you've learned. His, I like walk away with like, wow, there's so much to learn, and I learned so much that we really like focus on like understanding vice like content, if that kind of makes sense. Of like the test, if that makes sense. And so it's like I like that, right? Because like the reason why we like my command and like my job is sending people and paying for these is so that they can do better at their job, right? So like I don't just want you to have a cert, say you have a cert. I want you to actually be better at your job. So we like to have him because I do think if you're like paying attention, you really do and listen, like you learn a lot. Like when I was in CCNA, I literally watched him. It was mind blowing, dude. He like took an exam objective because like Cisco, CompTIA, all of them, they like announce like what their exam objectives, like what you're going to be graded on, how much of it is. So it'll be like 20% on ACLs. That's access control lists for you non-technical people. And so then you're like, no, okay, I should spend, you know, about 20% of my study time on like understanding like ACLs. So like standard, extended, whatever, right? Routing within them, prioritization, renaming, how to build them, whatever, right? Putting them on inbound, outbound ports, whatever, right? And so the really impressive thing was like he would do that. He'd be like, okay, ACLs. And I would watch him literally like Google images, and he like wrote the slides in front of us and drew it. I was like, that's like how you know somebody really knows something, where they're like they're actively like going through and making course material with you. You know what I mean? It was very impressive. And we missed that trick. And so but like we're going through this right now, and I don't remember where I was going with this story. No idea. No idea. Well, rip. Thanks, brain. Oh, I remember. So he's in California, our instructor, and I'm in Spain, and that's a 9-hour time difference. And for my job to like be like, hey, we're gonna fund this, like it needs to be like, we're not gonna make our guys stay up till 4. It's going to be during working hours, so we can give them the opportunity to like go to it, right? Because we also recognize like not everybody has the opportunity to like have the time per se to get like higher education, because they have families and other commitments in life, right? So like it needs to be during work hours. So he's teaching us from like 11 p.m. until like 6 a.m. or whatever, or like 10 p.m. to 6 a.m. 5 days a week right now. And it is, so he's like, you know, he's kind of like struggle busting. But if you guys haven't taken, I've taken a few classes, like, not, I don't want to call them hybrid per se, but I've taken like, we'll say like synchronous and asynchronously, right? So like my college, I've done 100% of my college online, and that's like asynchronous, right? Where it's like you interact like whenever you like, you only interact with like discussion posts, you have like, you're given like your objectives and you just do them. And then that's about your only interaction. I have never had in my college experience like had to like attend a lecture. If anything, I've like had to watch a video of a lecture, right? So asynchronously I get to watch this lecture on my own time. And then I've done some that are synchronously, which means, right, like we're in a class in some way together at the same time, via usually like Zoom, GoToTraining, Teams, whatever it is, right? Whatever anything but Skype, right? The guys who like kicked us off and let it, rest in peace. And this is gonna be scary. That was okay. And so it's like doing synchronously classes, right? The thing that you get is it's based off of like the requirements of the course set by like a higher institute usually, or the instructor's preference on like cameras on, microphones required, things like that, right? So for our course that we're in, so I've done courses where you've had to have camera on. I've had courses on that you can have camera off, but you need to like do stuff with like Kahoot, and microphone, which like help justify your existence, you could say. For those who don't know what Kahoot is, it's like a quiz-based game that you can play on your phone. It's like Jackbox with real knowledge. And so it's like I've done that, this course, they don't require any camera or microphone, so we talk to him all through chat while he's talking to us, and there is and he's on camera, and there's a, what's like the word, like I don't want to say like parasocial, but there's definitely like some unique social relationship to be like analyzed between like a group of people who don't have to be seen, and like how a conversation occurs when it's like partially via text, partially like meanwhile the other person's talking and responding. Right? And I've messed that up. We're all right. We're not going to make that. That's okay. Wow, that was dumb. And it like, so basically what ends up happening is you have this dude who's like all on the upside down sleep schedule. And oh, good. I almost caught that before we got our music note. Just talking to himself, you know, and like no matter what, like he's not really talking, like he's talking at us, but not necessarily with us, you know, because like we only chime in from time to time because it's like there's not a ton of your opportunity for conversation and like this like weird like text / talking interaction is a lot less than if you're actually having like a real life conversation, you know what I mean? That is really weird. And so like this dude's just like spending hours teaching and semi just like kind of talking to himself, you know, and at the end of the day he's not like hearing us, you know, like he doesn't know what like any of us look like or our voices, you know. And so some of the guys were like talking like, I could not sit here and just like talk and teach basically to myself for like hours on end. I'm like, I don't know. Did you know that we have a question of the day? Bang QOTD for question of the day to find out what it is today, or I can just tell you. And for those on YouTube that are watching this on VODs, thank you so much for watching. Please respond with your answer to our question of the day via commenting. Our question of the day is, what are some of your earliest memories? Because we were talking about this earlier. Because we were talking about when certain things were like introduced, and so we were talking about like where were you in 1999, and I was talking about like my experience in 1999, and they were like, weren't you like 4? And it's like, yeah. And I remember a lot of that time. You know, 4 is like, I have memories from when I was 4 for sure, you know, like pretty solid, like not just like one memory, but like a lot. And it's like we at that time, my mom and I were living in a old cannery that had been transitioned into apartments, and we got like the special one that had like an attic slash duplex, which like, mind you, she was like 22, and we were able to like live in like a duplex. Like, could you imagine being like 22 with a kid and then being able to afford rent, working like a job with only a high school degree? Like, I just don't think that's like, I can't imagine that being possible today. Like, I don't even think I could afford like that's like within my price range now. It's like I work a full-time job that like requires skill and took a long time to get to the level I'm at, you know what I mean? It's like wild to think about. But yeah, we had like we used to do a lot of like camping indoors. So like I had a 101 Dalmatian tent that I like sleep in. Be like, oh, we're camping indoors. And I had like Hot Wheels. I actually still have some of those Hot Wheels here from when I was 4. I actually don't have all of them. I have my favorite one, which was this like Scorpion type car. I could have, wow, I waited not to mess that up, just to mess that up. Like, that's pretty crazy. That's a 4-second time loss. That's a big old rip. But we're not gonna die anymore. That was the only one for this level and the rest of this playthrough. Can you believe that? We're not gonna die anymore. We're a pro. We're gonna get like 3rd place right now. Okay. What'd I say? No more death. That was dumb. Shortcut? No, not this, dude. Get in there. Get in there. Man, we are so far behind. We're like 17 seconds behind right now. Wild. Those deaths really killed us. That was the part where we got our Super Nintendo. One of our friends, I think like they were getting an upgrade at work or something. They're just like getting rid of old computers. So we actually had a desktop computer. It was an old gateway computer, so it looked like a cow because it was like the white and black one. And then it always just felt like a cow because it was that default basic Windows like field background. So I was like, oh, it looks like a cow, and then it has like the field where the cows can roam. That was my 4-year-old thought, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know what cows had to do with computers, you know, but in my brain it made sense. That's death because we died earlier. That's death again because I'm dumb. That's the wrong thought. Okay. It's the one acceptable death in this whole run because it's on purpose. That was okay. Alright, 5 deaths in this level. We should only have 1. I have faith in us. Alright, no weirdness through this part. Every now and again, these next 2 parts get real physics bonk. They tried to go physics wonky. We didn't let it. Alright, here's our bigger issue. I think I don't need to wall jump. I think I keep messing that up. Alright, we're gonna hold the direction and jump the whole way. I hate this game. I hate this game. Check all my VODs of like, this is what we're gonna do. Okay, that was just direction that time. Maybe I have to re-hit jump. I don't know. I don't know. I feel like that changes every run. I feel like it, like, sometimes it's like, all right, we're gonna jump. We're gonna hold it. And other times it's like, nah, just hold the direction. Let me in. Rough. Posture check, you shrimps. You shrimp goblins. Wee. Boop. Oh man, I didn't think we were that far behind. All right. Level 6 through 8. Here we go. We're gonna magically save 2 minutes. We're gonna get a killer PB. You never saw it coming. Beautiful. Death free. I got hit up by 2 game devs personally, one, via email and via DM. So that was cool. So I put out a shout out and call out on Blue Sky, and we have the conversation active with Christie for Frog Lord, so appreciate that. So yeah, it's kind of cool. We got devs like reaching out asking. And then those VODs will be up here. They're up on Twitch. You just gotta go to my past broadcast and you can check them out there. But they will be moving to YouTube here soon. VODs get uploaded every Monday, Friday, just not to like, one should, I don't actually know. I should read my own article about Twitch terms of service. I think your exclusivity's gone now, which means that before you used to have like a 24-hour burn period on content, and I think that's gone. Oh wow. We haven't died that way yet. You used to have to wait 24 hours after posting, but now that you can multi-stream and stuff, I think that's gone. There are other restrictions with multi-streaming, which I do have. There is an entire guide on narwhalpod.org about multi-streaming and the requirements for it, and it's like about chat and stuff, but I don't think there's any restrictions on VOD uploads like there used to be. The big one is like you can't integrate chat live on stream, and that you can't stream in a lower resolution or like worse You also can't actively push people to check you out. There's a few like Q&As about it, and like Twitch has like kind of been like, it's okay to like talk about your other platforms, especially like not wild, but you shouldn't be actively being like, leave Twitch, go check me out on YouTube instead, you know? Like, yeah, it should be like, we can't be doing that. I will say, in general, who's enforcing it? On guys with 3 viewers? You know what I mean? Sure. Major streamers, thousands, you know? Good bot. Oh, shoot. I got so distracted by the bot. Uh-oh. 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 Well, this run's dead. This run's dead. Alright, I'll be right back. I gotta turn the AC on. I'm sweating. I accidentally forgot. I got distracted by the bot and forgot to do the other thing. You know what? Let's take a big break. I'm gonna turn on the AC, use the bathroom. So, big break means it's everybody's favorite time of the stream. That's right. Words on stream. Hello, I'm back. Gotta update this guy. Alright, what are we looking at here? Big word. Heck yeah, we got 3 of us in here. We're good. Ooh, 4. Nice. Matt was good, wept. Teat. I have faith in us. I think this music's really, really low. Or like, there's music? There we go. Yeah. It was really quiet on Spotify. One last word. Teppa. Temp, duh. I said tamp, not temp. Perfect. Perfect. Level 8, here we come. 5 levels. That's wild. Good on us. 1 fake letter. Oh, why does this seem crazy? Okay, stunt, because there's only, there's only 1 T. Gnats. Ants. Okay. So the eye is probably fake? Is that what I'm picking up? Suntan, nice. Yeah, the eye is fake. Tons. Tuna. Tans. Tunas, nice. Aunts. Anus. They hate us cause they anus. T-A-N-U. That fits there. I thought it would not be that one. Yeah. Nuns. Nice. Nuts. Ah, Delia beat me. You beat me. You beat me. Nuts. T-A... Taus. Nice. Another perfect. Another perfect. Alright. We're up to 13. Alright. Hidden letter and fake. Oh, jeez. Hide. Nope. Dine. Oh, Dine did take. Okay, hidden letter is an E. Hidden letter is E. All right. Alright. Deuce. Deuced. To induce. Nice. That makes sense. Dined. Dined. There we go. Okay. Got it just in time to unlock. Diced. Dunce. Dice. So close. One more word. All we need is one more word. Just keep going. Yep. Cine. There we go. Nude. Nice. Endue. Iced. Alright, level 14. This is when it gets hard. We need like a really good level. If we get a perfect on this, we get a new high score. If we get good, we tie with the high score. I have faith. Believe! If we just get one, that's okay. As long as we stay alive, you know? Alright. Odor. No. Order. One of those letters is fake. Road. Rodeo. Erode. Oh, geez. Okay, one of those is fake. Poor. Alright. I think one of the E's is fake, maybe. I'm not sure. Road? No. Something's fake. The D? The D is fake. The D is fake. The D is fake. The D is fake. Alright, and then what do we got for the other thing? So, no D. No D. Rope. Roper. Okay. What is our hidden letter? Emperor! It's an M. Okay, M is our fake. M is our hidden. Okay. Okay, very well done, dude. Mode. Or no, more. Okay. Romper, nice. Rome. We need some bigger words to cover up. Well, just repo, okay. Last chance, I have faith. Ream. Like a ream of paper, no? Mope, nice, nice, nice. Mirror. Alright. That was scary. Poem. Oh. Sink, take it. Oh, come on. Yeah. That makes sense. Staying alive, staying alive. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Alright. Launch level 15. Good job with that Emperor, Delia. Killed it. Killed it. I don't remember what was down here. Alright. Sudden. That doesn't make sense. Sudan. Sedan. Bunt. Bund. Bind. 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 Okay. Alright, we're in somewhere. The U might be fake? I'm thinking the B-I-N-D and S, so binds. Yeah, I think the U is fake. I don't know what the hidden letter is yet. It's an L. It's an L. Nice. Alright, U is fake. L is hidden. Alright. Blind, yeah, that makes sense. Lind. Slid. Ins. Ilds. Bids, that makes more sense. Tins. Sure. Lids, that's a real word that everybody knows. Dibs, that's why I was gonna say I was queuing it. Libs, like a Mad Libs. Sids, that doesn't work. Siddle. Nibs. Wow! Level 20! New high score. New high score. New high score. Let's go. Perfect. Incredible. Incredible. Yeah, absolutely incredible. GG's. We love to break records. That's what we do here. I don't remember what was down here. We're just gonna move some stuff. Real quick. You're now focused? Alright, alright, alright. Everybody's locked in? Alright, here we go. Level 20. We've never seen this before. I have no idea what it's going to throw at us. Beware of the fake letter and hidden letter. Okay, easy. And then 5-letter minimum. 5-letter minimums. Oh my god! And we don't get to see each other's. Holy cow. Wept played Flare. I'm playing Flared. Flared is good. Flare and Flared is good. Holy cow, Vader. Flavor is not, so no V? Okay, so no V. Okay, and no R, because we don't know what the hidden letters in O. But I do think V is probably wrong, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it has to be 5 letters. 5 letters. Oh man. Failed. Weplong with Federal. Federal, those are all of our letters. Federal, that's all of our letters, is in Federal. Okay, so look at Federal, and you should be able to find all of our words, I believe. Dealer, nice. Feral. There you go. All right, we're getting somewhere. We got we're like halfway there in words, but we're getting a lot of points. Beard, nice, dude. All right, we can see everything now. All right. Oh god. Freed is great. Leader, oh, we just need one more. I don't know words. Hello, Onyx. Welcome on in. We got a new high score. So great job. Great job. So close. So close. I'm really impressed with us hitting that first time. We've never seen that before. That was incredible. You missed it. I was retelling the story of you blowing my mind and beating, Maleficent on the first try. Back in the day. New high score, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's updated. Current words on stream high score is 20. It was great, but then you had those issues with Riku, and Wept actually said he had the same thing. He said he had the same experience. Yeah. Yeah. All right. I am hydrated. Bladder is empty. The question mark words is a little silly since we can see chat. Yes, you would think that, but it's still, I like it. I think it's kind of good because you gotta pay it. You gotta like keep up with it. You know what I mean? Like that's the hard part of it. Yeah, with the faster scrolling chat, right? Website, your chat's dead. Like 50? Yeah, 50 people going at once? Yeah, it'd be hard. Yeah, and then also it's like looking and seeing. I think it's an interesting change. I think it's an interesting way to like update it for sure. I know, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Riku is impossible. Yeah, same experience with Cakewalk and Riku kicked my butt. Yeah. No, I definitely, yeah, it was definitely interesting. And then, because like also it's like, I had to like, I never look at chat, right? Like I stare at the board to know what's going on. So then like just stare at chat instead, and then also like have to keep track of what's already been said earlier on. Yeah, it was definitely cool. And GG's, guys. Level 20, that's really good. It's really good. Very impressive, very impressive. Much wow. Much wow. All right. Let's see if we can PB today on all music notes. I have faith. I think that this is more fun than any percent, to be honest. Good at start at 0. You just see a little bit more of the game, some fun challenges, some cool stuff. You know what I mean? What? Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. How do y'all feel about Robert Downey Jr. re-entering the MCU as Doctor Doom? Bad. Right? I think it seems lame, right? Give other actors a shot, right? I think it's because, like, I don't know. I feel like because of the whole issues with the Kane, like, arc, because of that actor sucking, not like being a bad actor, like being a bad person, that, like, it really screwed, like, what they were going to do, and they're like kind of struggle busting. And then like we have all these like MCU shows, like what's the one about the blind native girl with Fisk, Echo? Like they have no idea what they're doing with that, right? What are they doing with new Hawkeye girl? Who knows? Like I really feel like they have no idea what's going on with any of that, and like we really like have no idea. And so I think that and then of course, there's I haven't seen, like, what's going on with She-Hulk. I haven't seen new Captain America. I will say, and I've heard some good stuff about Thunderbolts. I have not watched it though. New Captain America was actually fun. That's good to hear. Oh, what the hey? Thunderbolts was great. Okay, that's good. That's a positive step. Yeah, part of me just really thinks that part of it's the fact, one, we're talking about it. I feel like MCU lost relevancy, and so they freaked out. And so, like, how do we get relevant again? And bringing our DJ back was, like, one way to do that. Even wifey liked it? Nice. You watched the series? There's a series? I have not seen that. Captain America series? I guess I'm like so out of it. What the hey? Fall! We're doing real bad. Get me out of here. Falcon and Winter Soldier? Oh, I did watch that. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that was a while ago. I did like that, yeah. That was fun. I did enjoy that one, for sure. Yeah. Have you seen Ironheart yet? I'm thinking of... No, that's just a run killer. That's literally a run killer every time. I have not. Is that not the, That's Inkheart. Oh, yeah. Good job. Remembering to donate to Elden Ring. Very nice, very nice, very nice. I'm gonna have to give an update to announcements after this to see... Or you guys can probably see the percentage. I think we're probably at like 40 now. Pretty good for 9 days. 6 streams left. Oh my goodness gracious. What are we doing? It's the one with the inventor girl who's trying to make a suit so Iron Man's legacy. Oh, that sounds neat. Yeah, that sounds fun and neat. I was watching an interview with Chris Evans. Excuse me. I think I was watching the Graham Norton show, actually, because I like him. Or it might have been like 2 parts clipped. I think it was Anthony Mackie telling his version of the story on Graham Norton, and then one of them was like telling on like the Tonight Show or something. I can't remember. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. We gotta get good at that. We can't be doing that during GDQ. That's alright, we have backup strats. This is PB runs. We don't have to be... We're not doing no resets marathon practice. We're doing PB runs. There you go. That's what we should be doing. That was not what we should be doing. That's really good. Alright, alright. Nice. Deep Rock Galactic. I messed that up. This would have been a PB, but I got scared on that last part and then freaked out. Yeah, I really do think that I don't like cash grab feels rock and stone. I do like not necessarily cash grab, but like that they couldn't figure out how to like market this as well. So they're like, well, let's just like get people talking about it and like, you know. Also, like Doctor Doom's major character, depending on what they do with him. He's like one of the strongest like MCU villains out there. Like, he has like dark power arts. He's like basically invincible. He can like, he has super strength with this suit because he can lift like 2 tons. 2 pounds, I almost said. Like, insane. Like, he's got all the wizard powers of Doctor Strange plus some more. He becomes like the, what's that thing called? The Sorcerer Supreme in like some timelines. 2 pounds, so strong, so strong. And Franklin is the strongest MCU pro tag out there, right? So like, what are they doing? Like, what are we building to? What are we doing? Do we know what we're doing? Who knows? We made it. I got a tickle in my nose. I had a hunger that only hands could satisfy. And for the next 50 years of Marvel movies, probably. Yeah, you're right. It's the Deadpool joke with oh god, Hugh Jackman, where it's like till you're 100 or whatever, right? This was going so good until that death. Carl, that kills people, Carl. Wow, that's a rainbow split, actually. Thank you. Somebody knows llama with hats. That lives in my head rent-free. I have found a consistency with streamers, and it is because Foxgrove, who we raided over to, friend of the stream, they have like an intro video for raids, and one of the things that's in their intro video is like, welcome to watching me stim publicly. I'm like, wow, what a vibe. What a vibe. Boom. I think that there's probably a better way to do that. Alright, let's not mess this one up like we have been. Alright, there we go. No fear. No fear. Ooh, that was close. We're going to play safe there, and we almost messed up safe, but that's okay. Oh, no time loss. All right, easy peasy. Make it. No time loss. Legitimately going for that, because we'd have had to wait for the cycle that our death did anyways. Nice. That's huge. Huge. Itchy! Why am I so itchy all of a sudden? Because we're doing well. My own body taught throwing the game. No time loss. Alright, there we go. Now we can properly itch. Oh my goodness. I don't know what's going on. Yeah, so it's like, ooh, PB pace. Let's go. If you could have one superhero as your best friend, who would it want to be? If you had to be like the man in the chair, excuse my non-gender confirming verb terminology for a superhero. That's insane. But like, if you had to be the person in the chair, you know, the Genki for a Spider-Man, who would you want to be the person in the chair for? Like, you get to be their best friend, you get all the perks of them, but you also, like, have to help them out. Dick Grayson, well, that makes sense. You just love Dick. If you had to be, like, the person, like, the person in the chair for a superhero. Like, they're your best friend. You also have to, like, help them out. You know, so you get all the perks of being their friend. You have to help them out, you know, whether it's, like, emotionally or whatever else, you know. Who would you want to be? I believe in you guys. You got it. That's how we do that. Like, naturally, I think, like, I want somebody. Why is that behind? We took... Oh, I guess we did take one death. Yeah, if one of the mods can add that for Gooch. Who's rich? What do you mean? Who's rich? Oh, Batman. Batman's rich. I thought you meant, like, I said the name Rich, and you're like who has lots of money? Yeah. Figured it out. Wow, that was a lot of dumb deaths early on. Iron Man's rich, like, yeah. Green Arrow is rich, that's true. Lots of superheroes' powers is, it turns out it's money. Generational wealth, actually, to be specific. Who would have thought that that was a superpower? Batman needs therapy? Yeah! He out here kidnapping children and making them fight crime. Wait, what happened to our timer? Wait, what happened to the timer? What happened to the timer? When did that happen? I haven't even touched the keyboard. What the heck? Iron Fist. Oh yeah, he is your favorite. I guess he technically is rich in a weird way. It just, it takes him some time to get his money. Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah. Danny Rand? This could be PB, I have no idea. We're gonna have to retime this. I'm gonna keep going, and we're just gonna have to retime this afterwards. We're just gonna go like this is level 4? And we're starting 3, 4? Shoot, I don't know. Does it tell us afterwards? You know who's kind of a good one? Daredevil. You get a free lawyer. And a pretty good lawyer at that. Well, I asked me when he gets back from Kunlun. Yeah, good call, good call. It's dumb that that bounce doesn't take me up higher. Wrong one. Free death. That was perfect. Perfect. Nice. Why do you do that? I think we're on the wrong one. I think this is 4, not 3. That's alright. If it's like way off, then we know. Alright, ready for this one? I'm gonna do what I did last time and only push the direction key. I really need to stop trying to wall jump that. Cause I will. Alright, so here we go. Alright, and direction key only, and that's all of a sudden death. And that's death now. Alright. This time it required me to hold jump and the direction. Can somebody please explain to me why this game makes no freaking sense sometimes? Okay. I couldn't stop, I couldn't sneeze properly because I didn't want to blink. To miss the speed running. And I didn't want to hurt my back sneezing, because that's what's been happening a lot. What the heck? Oh, I did not know Danny Rand described himself as there during the Civil War to protect Murdoch's identity. That's cool. Good for him. Oh yeah, that was definitely not right. Okay. I don't think that was right. That could have been right, actually. I don't know. That seemed weird. I have no idea what's going on. That was bad. Good for him. Because, like, Danny doesn't do, like, jack crap to hide his identity. I guess he does have a mask. But he's, like, kind of sucks at wearing it. Everybody still get... Yeah, there you go. Yeah. Nice. The more you know. Well, that was only in the terrible Netflix series. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, that's pretty rough. I get clips for that randomly. I'm like, this is... okay. Not judge him based off that atrocity. Fair. Nice. Alright, we're doing pretty good. I'm really mad that the timer messed up, so I think this is a PB. I think we're gonna have to retime it. Which is gonna be semi... Actually, don't really have to retime it. We just have to watch the video on what it ends it at. For each level. Theoretically, we should be able to add some stuff. If I did this last part right, we should be able to take when it stops. Because I'm guessing it probably started right away. I must have put something on my controller that's like double hotkeyed into it. No, none of this makes sense. Oh yeah, this is messing up. I see, because it's like, oh, you're 5 minutes ahead. It's like, oh, because, yeah. I have no idea what's going on. I think this is level 6, though. I could have made that, and I should have made that. And I got scared. Nice. That was all really good. Alright, let's not mess this up. Nice. That was clean. That was a clean first section for this level. Nice, alright. Do I know how to play this game? Is that what's going on right now? Wow. Much wow. Much wow. Time to throw it all away because I acknowledge that I know how to play a game that I've put 30 hours into. Do you guys know that I have like 250 hours into Biz? Is that crazy? I mean, I do hold 4 world records for the game, but like, my god, dude. I do have 500 hours accidentally on stream avatars because I forget to close that thing all the time. Back when you used to use sound alerts before it got compromised, we had like 500 hours on that too. Death? Death? No! Wow! Wow! Oh, mommy's way. Oh god. Really? 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 Wow! Wow! That sucks. Here comes the cool part. I can't call any part of this game free, unfortunately, because literally it just sometimes is not. You know what I mean? What I mean? I have to bring the calculator out like it was like before I learned how to choose my... I turned too quickly. Horrible. 10 seconds. Lost right there. I don't think we've ever done that. Alright, don't look at the tree. Don't crash into the tree. Don't think about the tree. Oh god, that was terrifying. We didn't crash into the tree. We crashed into a rock early, but that's okay. Death. Double death. Oh my god, I threw away. We didn't crash into the tree, but I threw it away. I did not mean to jump into that. That was awkward. Oh god. Oh god. What are we doing? What are those? This is level 8, so I'm definitely off on timing down there anyways. What the heck? That was a heck. I'm sorry, what? I feel like that timing didn't make much sense. But, what again? What do I know? Whoa, get up there, dude. What? We're fine. Oh my goodness. Let me in! Oh! Oh, jeez. Oh, God! I don't know why my eyes stopped working. I didn't even realize that that was like a spike. Oh, God. I almost died. The game saved me for that. I thought that was an arrow for some reason. I was somewhere else briefly. What the hey? I don't even have control over that height. That was unfair. "13 deaths on the last level. Horrible. But no more. This feels so line ridery. I did reach out to Dev. We are going to be playing one of their games. That reminds me a lot of Line Rider. Yeah, we did not just beat that in 12. All right, so ready? We're gonna do a weird thing. So we're gonna go like this. We're gonna go like this. Oh. I already had this downloaded. And even the game's like, I know you did. Alright, that's fine. Well, we're doing something so I don't accidentally dox myself. All right, so okay, we should be fine there. Okay. So this is the speedrun calculator, and then what we're gonna do is we're gonna do this real quick. I'm gonna take our VOD, and we're gonna do this real quick to see what that actual time was. So like this. I know what I'm doing. Weird inception. All right, so we go back. So that last time, okay, right? So we put that in. So level 8, we say that was a 3:15.25. Yeah, the timer's gonna freak out because I'm using the numpad. All right, so 3:15.25. Okay, and now we go back. That's level 8 complete. And then we go back to our level 7 complete. Which you guys watch the timer at the top. Okay. And that's going to be a 154.26. 154.26. So this is why I was really excited on figuring out our the Autobot, the auto splitter, Autobots transform and roll out, because this was originally what we were going to have to do with every single run to determine whether or not it was PB. And I was like, if that was going to be the case, I was going to be done running this. I'm going to be honest. I was like, I can't do this. Like, I need, like, we were going to take the ones based off of like best time or whatever, and been like, okay, we're also going to figure out what happened to the time. So this is going to be, should be level 5 complete. Yeah, so 2:24:15. I'm going to submit it just like this. All right. And then we're going to go back some more. Because we do in-game time, not real time. Because the game pauses at, like, it does things at, like, weird times for itself. So level 4, 136:68. And then like weird in between level times, things like that, you know. But I'm only doing this because I'm fairly positive that was a PB. Okay, so level 3. Oh god, what was that? 124 something. 124.82. 124.82. Okay, yeah, it's looking really good. Okay, and then this is going to be level 2. 2:16:16. I just want to make sure that I said level 2. So 2:16:16. All right, and then we got level 1 and tutorial left. Which actually I could just use what we have up there, which is 240 and 50. So let's do that. So, because I have them in our timer, because we know that was actually working at that time. So we have a 240 and we have a 050. That is an 18:25:55, which I do believe we currently say that we have a 17:46. Is that real? Is that real? Is that what we're really reporting? That can't be right. Did we really get that? Was that what we got last stream? That's wild. I know that we got not last place. So we can base it off of that. So if we go to the leaderboard, and then we do all music notes, not last place. Wow, a 17, yeah. Wow, that wasn't a PB. Wow, our PB is still a 17:46, which just puts us over 6th place. Wow. Yeah, because that all added up together was an 18:25. Which was, you know, that's if our PB, which is a 17:46, that's almost 30 seconds above that. So we did all that basically for nothing. So big old rips. But now we know, you know, I feel better. Otherwise I would be like, we PB'd him. I'm so good. So good. But nope. 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 All right, one more run. One more run for the night. Let's get it. Let's hope that the timer is not too dumb. All right. Yeah, so that's the other problem right now. So current pace and best possible time are both based off of real time, and that's what I've been trying to change. But I'm not seeing any option for that in live split, which is like really annoying because that's what we care about. So it's like really a pain in the butt. You guys aren't seeing any game right now. Holy cow, because I forgot to turn this back on. Good thing I looked over, because you guys would just like been looking at this pixelated mess of just like nothingness. I went PB'd and then went back to look and be like, no! Ugh. Alright. This is the one. The trademark 01. Perfect. First trick, down. Second trick. Alright, how to work thing? Hello, welcome back. Don't worry, you didn't miss anything. My timer messed up, so then I went back and retimed everything just to find out it wasn't a PB anyways. It felt good. We were on PB pace when the timer messed up, but then I felt like I did pretty good. We did okay. We did get another not last place. No, we didn't. Did we? No, we didn't, because last place is 1817. We're currently going to be 1742, which will put us in 6th place. It says 7th. But ideally, we want to be in like a 16s range. Man, what is up with this jump? Alright, screw it. Let's start behind. That takes the pressure off. You know what I mean? You don't have to worry about going too fast. Talking to Jesse and I are developing an Instagram friendship based on Taylor Swift. Oh, nice. Like wifey? Yes. Amazing. Amazing. What's wifey's take? They are in my Discord, so feel free just to like raid the Discord with Taylor Swift for a day. They mostly only participate in Pokemon Talk when TCG was all that I could think about. Is here for any and all hype, so. Is the hype... Are they excited for the engagement? Do they also think that it's a double beard engagement? What are the vibes? Oh, interesting. Wait, yes to which of my questions? I asked too many and didn't give you a chance to answer, so now I have no idea. Oh, okay. Oh, interesting. Yeah, I mean, that's gonna be a wild wedding, man. You got, like, Taylor Swift. Do you think that she's gonna fly everybody to her wedding on private jets? It's kind of messed up if she doesn't, right? We respond to each other's stories because we were both in each other's algorithm. Oh, yeah. Yeah. That's such a real thing. Allison, hello. Welcome in, beautiful. Oh, come on, mate. That quick change to, like, happy to being mad at myself for just absolutely wrecking. Oh, God. And this is the one when the timing gets all off. None of it makes sense. Nope, nope, nope. The whole run's dead. The whole run is dead. We're doing all right. I did my first physical therapy appointment today, and it was good, but it was painful. You know, but that's kind of how it goes. Sleepy? Yeah, that's fair. I had so much coffee and other stuff to like stay alive. So we're doing all right on that front. This cracks me up because she posts about Taylor Swift more than I do, but also claims she's not a fan and knows nothing. If I know anything about Jessie, that is like half her personality right there. Not Taylor Swift, but it's just like this like, oh, I'm around this thing all the time, but I know absolutely nothing about it. And you're like, what? Like, ask her about Pokemon. Same thing. Plays the game. Married to a person with the entire Pokemon sleeve who would be like, I know Gen 1. Maybe. Who is that? Hamilton? Better now that I'm leaving work. That's a mood. That's a mood. Was it a rough day or is it just always a rough day kind of place these days? Fun fact, speaking of rough days at work, our admiral sent an email out, a message out, this morning. He's in a T-Swift group chat. Wild. There's hype for anything. She's there, but she knows nothing. Yeah, that exactly. Yeah, that makes sense, right? Because there's all the hype with like trading card game, you know. Gotta be in the thing. So here's how we know it's been a rough year. Since January, we are up, not by like this time last year, over the entire course of the year, we have had a 150% increase of sailors in our fleet with alcohol issues. I'm like, man, dude, it is a rough year for everybody. That is not good. I'm like, that is wild, dude. Not just like, oh, a little bit, like it's a 150% increase based off of all 12 months of last year, and we're only comparing the first 8 months of this year. And I'm like, oh, that's wild. So they're like upsetty. Yeah, it's not good. It's not good. They're upsetty naturally, but it's definitely like, it's one of those things when you see and you're just like, increase in what? Alcohol incidences. Oh, come on. We're killing it. We're killing it. We're killing it. 154%. Insane. She knows more about the Pokemon now that she's obsessed with Pokemon Go and technically has completed more Pokemon games than me at this point. Wow, impressive. Me enjoying this bleak world? Yeah, no, 100%. That's a good point, Telia. And yeah, I just thought it was like a highlight of like, nobody's doing okay. You know what I mean? I don't know why we did it that way. That was bad. That's fine. Are we great yet? All right, we're doing everything the bad way. No tricks. Tricks are for kids. Yeah, be right back. Sounds good. Yeah. So Allison, was it just like one of those days that's just like grateful to be done with, or has it just been one of those years, you know? Where it's like, well, that was another day in the books. Moving on. I feel like it's been a lot of that for everybody. What are we doing? What are we doing? I've revamped the Swifties chat at work. It's been fun. Oh, nice. Nice, dude. That's awesome. Look at you. Swiftie chat. You made the, like, not work chat. The work, not work chat. That's the better way to say that, I think. You got soul showers going with, like, basically, like, max reasonable participation. Yeah. They hired you as a real hire. Little did they know that you were a, what do they call those? A cultural hire or whatever? You know what I'm talking about? A personality hire? Yeah. I got there. Surprise! I am 1000% personality higher and I know that about myself? Oh. Is it the hair? Is that what gives it away? Is that how they know? I mean, my resume is also colorful. That's true. I don't know anything about resumes, though. I just figure. How dare you make jokes and be friendly. One of the Subway takes yesterday was, y'all know Subway takes? It's one of my reoccurring Instagrams that I enjoy. What's that guy's name? Khalid? It's not Khalid. Something like that. Yeah, I'm a fan. And the dude was like, my boss just be mean to me. Like, I don't want all this, like, crap. Like, you are paying me to do physical labor. Don't waste my time. We all agree. Like, can we, and, like, so I disagree with, like, being mean with me, but, like, his overall, like, objective was basically, like, we need to, like, get rid of, like, fake, like, niceness and to, like, we need to understand where we're coming from and what this relationship is, like, employer to employee. And, like, you know, I'm kind of, like, I was against you on the bat, but then I was like, by the end, I was like, you're too strong and, like, that you want to, like, I think you have some masochist issues there, bud, or you just want your boss to yell at you or something, or you're having issues with your own boss. But I do, like, I am kind of into the, like, you know, let's not, whatever, you know, like, let's not tiptoe around the bush. What's the thing that I'm looking for? What are those things called? Not eulogy. What's the other word I'm looking for? Why did my brain... Am I having a stroke? Beat around the bush? That's probably what I'm looking for. Sugarcoat it? Yeah, all of it, right? Like, let's just be honest and, like, what our relationship is, you know? And, like, move on. No, not euphemism. No. Like, two birds is one in the bush or whatever, and, like, beat around the bush. What are those called? Idioms? I don't think that's the word I'm looking for. I don't know. Celia, you're our professional writer. What's the word I'm thinking? Tell me with the vocab. They're like, you know, turns of speech. It's an idiom, is it? What's the word I'm thinking of? It starts with an E. Sure. That was a weird way to get around that. I'll start with an E. I don't know, it'll come to me maybe later. You got an English word right, good job. Maybe it is idiom. Maybe it is idiom. Now I'm just, like, thinking, my brain, like, insert idiom into it, and it is what I'm thinking of. I don't know. I thought it was like an E-L word in there. Colloquialism, that, I think that's more of what I was thinking of. Maybe. I don't know. I have no idea. I don't even know anymore. Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? No. Nobody knows. Alright. What do you call a sentient nose? Nobody knows? Because he has no body, only a nose? Nobody knows. There's a joke somewhere in there. I think I fried. I think I hit the we need your PB brain. Oh god. This game just turned upside down in my head real quick. Like, I didn't see the edge of the screen. I was in it. Alright. This is the one for all the bean sprouts. I like bean sprouts. What's the best grocery store and the worst grocery store? Somehow I missed that. I know. Unfortunately, that last jump was at like 2-second time loss. Unfortunate. Alright, shrimp, goblins. Crack them backs. Publix? Publix is. Dude, pub subs? Pub subs? Pretty good. Pretty good. I don't love grocery stores. Oh my goodness. Oh, what, level 2. What are we doing? What are we doing? I need categories. Yeah, that's valid. That's valid. Publix is not a convenience store. 0%. It's a grocery store. You get your groceries from Publix? Yeah. Yeah, it's like a full grocery store for sure. Not sure what, like, part of me watches, like, my initial reaction is like, maybe you're thinking of Wawa? My main items? Yeah. Your main items, like your coconut shrimp shampoo. Nice. Yeah, love a good private company. Wegmans. Oh, Wegmans is the one that gives you the coconut, the coconut shrimp shampoo. For some weird reason, Walmart and Wegmans, Walmart's online shopping and Wegmans Instacart shopping has a birthday cake shampoo conditioner listed in with shrimp. And so you can get it to say, hey, if you run out of this, try replacing it with, and then it gives you the option for more coconut shrimp. I get Publix delivered every 4 to 6 weeks for bulk heavy stuff and stapes. And then I'll go for Wegmans and Trader Joe's in between for stuff. Yeah, that makes sense. It's so dumb. It's so funny. I love it. Two deaths in the tutorial. Horrible. But we have minutes to be saved. We don't have to worry about these 5 seconds. Costco can count. I'll count Costco. Costco's pretty good. Living in grocery stores with walk-ins, so I have to Uber to Trader Joe's and Wegmans, which seems so bougie. Can't do it that often. Yeah. No, that's fair. That's fair. We'll just have to tier list it and then make 95 tiers. Publix and Costco is where we go, with Trader Joe's is sometimes. Yeah. I'm in Spain, Mercadona is like the go-to. But because it's the go-to, it's like always busy, and everybody where I'm at is always there. So like we have like, you know, dude, there's so many grocery stores where I'm at. On one block, all on the same street as me, I have Dia, Aldi, Lidl, Mercadona. Like, I have so many grocery stores. A Carrefour. Like, they're all right next to each other. It's like, what are we doing? Yeah, Lidl. The good old German grocery store. Oh, and you have a Lidl down the street? Wow. Often. Oh, funny. Yeah, they're fine. They have random stuff, which is kind of fun. They have just like aisles of random stuff. Wow, we're really far behind, but yeah. Like I said, there's minutes to be saved. We'll take the early time losses to do better later. Last run of the night. No resets. Unless we miss this next part. They had Lidl themed button-ups, tracksuits, and hats. Yeah, that tracks. Are Lidl and Aldi the same company? We looked this up, and I do not believe... No. One of them's like owned by the other one, weirdly. We looked this up at one point because it was like weird. I think it's like one of those situations where like Aldi is owned by Lidl sometimes, if that makes sense. Or like they're franchised and like Lidl owns like the biggest franchise of Aldi or something. I'll ask ChatGPT. Yeah, good call. Well, we are behind. Lidl is owned by Schwartz Group and Aldi is a separate chain. Found it. Oof. I purposely took that L. What the hey? What the hey, dude? Okay, so not the same. What's today? Is today Tuesday? Oh, I need to log into my class just to make sure everything's good because it is the last day of the week. Aldi was founded in the 40s, Lidl in the 70s, and the Lidl guys say model after Aldi's business model. Oh, funny. Okay, that makes more sense, yeah. Alright, not horrible, not great. Oh god, what? Why is that a death? I hate this game's hitbox a lot, too. A lot of these spikes have spikes that don't make sense. Oh god, oh god. No! 20-second time loss. In New Jersey, we... Stores like Food Town, ShopRite. Yeah! I know ShopRite. And Acme is the one that you can buy your anvils from. And TNT. I feel like ShopRites are in other places. I have not seen a Food Town anywhere else, or an Acme, except on Looney Tunes. What the hey? Whoa. Where'd you go up to 39? Oof, dude, that's rough. I haven't seen ShopRite. Yeah, right? Somewhere. Wow, we lost major time there in Northeast region. Yeah. Yeah, it all blends together. Boom, 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 boom. We also had a Stop and Shop, but that's not a good one. That's good to know. I remember having a Stop and Shop growing up in Connecticut. That wasn't good. Funny, yeah. See, that one doesn't kill me like the rest like to. So why did that kill me that time? I don't get it, shortcut. Why? I'm doing everything the same. I'm like mashing the X. I don't get it. I don't call it low rent. Call things common. How pretentious. We missed a thing. Oh my god, we missed a... I had a feeling. I was like I was looking at chat. I'm like, did we just forget a music note? And we did. And we're dying a lot. We missed the middle one. I forgot the middle one. We'll finish this run and just call it. You're poor? Yeah. Girl Scouts of America. We did like, oh, I did not want to do this. One of the things that we did was like, during my recent class was, like, it was called Four Corners. Not like in Colorado, Arizona, New Mexico, Utah. But in each corner of the room, it had, like, strongly agree with, like, reservations, strongly disagree. And come on, mate, really? I think I said all the things, maybe? I don't know. And one of the questions, so like we got asked different questions and brought up different scenarios, and then each person, each corner would argue their point, and then we had to get to readjust and see if anybody like changed our mind. And one of the things that we brought up was like, yeah, I was messing up like rights with private clubs, and it's like, people got dicey, man. All right, that was the hold with the jump, and this is just the direction, and both failed. So I have no idea. Growing out the big box story when she was called BJ's. There's a really common restaurant called BJ's. The one near my home growing up had somebody treat it like a drive-through once. If you're unaware, it's like a yard house. I literally don't know how to do this. So like, look, so left, right, holding jump. I don't get it. I hate this. I hate this place. I have one of those outside Atlanta's. Yeah, not a drive-through restaurant. But that guy didn't know that. He was like plastered and just like drove through the whole restaurant. And they had like all the videos. So the video of them like, you know, that like register video of like a car driving through the like wall. It was after hours, so like nobody was hurt or anything like that, but it was crazy. It was at like the end of like where roads, like you have to turn right or left, like it's a dead end or whatever. And yeah, so that like had happened. Whoops. We're throwing, wait. I think there was a restaurant, also a Costco like place called BJ's. Oh, interesting. What do you think it stands for? The box store is box jocks. That was horrible. All right, last playthrough. Let's just get through this. That's how you know you're having a good time. You're like, let's just get through this. We'll be fine. Ooh, that's scary. I can't believe we forgot a music note. I mean, I can. You are the Venn diagram between our antidotes. What do you mean? The Costco. Oh yeah, between my restaurant and your box store is the Costco-like place? Yes. Go, go, go! Zoom, zoom, zoom! You know, it'd be wild if we PB'd still. That's death. That was dumb. That's double death. Oh, I got confused. I jinxed it. I jinxed it. As soon as I said that, jinxed. What? What? Chocolate? I remember chocolate. Always hated it. Death. Wow, okay. Thank you. Get in there, mother trucker. Pow! Shrimp goblin check. Straighten out those backs, you shrimp goblins. Shrimp goblin, yeah, because shrimps always are like that. That's what they look like. You gotta de-shrimpify. That was dumb. I don't think we lost any time for that, actually. I don't need to do that. I don't need to do this. That's like 10 seconds I could save right there. Make it. What the hey? Stop lagging. Why is the game lagging? The lag just killed me. Well, that was trash. Thank you, grocery store those. I tried the crispy shallots from Trader Joe's and they were really good. Nice. Make it through. Thank you. Make it through. Thank you. Oh. All right. Already behind. All right, we're gonna risk it. No, we're not. Wow, why is everything off? I can't. Everything's off. We're so far behind. We're not gonna PB. I gotta get some more practice in. That way we can PB next time live here on the Pied Piper stream. Oh my goodness gracious. My goodness gracious. I just ordered a handmade leather wallet from Australia because they were getting screwed by... Oh, yeah. Ugh. So they're like, here, we'll go to Canada. We'll go to Canada. Ugh. All right, y'all. I really gotta go grocery shopping. That's what this is all about. Ugh. Cause I have no food. No food. Big rips. All right, let's find a beautiful human being to raid over to. Buy some good stuff. Yeah, that's a good call.